There's a guy, you might know him. His name is Jordan Richter, actually. He's a famous skateboarder. So I was in San Diego, and I was going to a masjid. And alhamdulillah, we had a program, and I was wearing a white thobe, and I had my friend, he was also wearing a white thobe, and amaim, and shimag, and we see this guy in the masjid, this is a white guy in some jeans and a t-shirt. We think he's some new Muslim. We get new Muslims all the time. And after the talk, we were going to go up to the Bay Area. So I told him, hey, we're going to go on this trip. You want to go with us? And he's like, what are you guys going to do? He's like, we're going to get closer to God. We're going to get to know our Creator. We're going to call people towards God and things. He was a new Muslim, so I thought, I'm going to, simple term. And he was like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. I was like, all right, let's go. I didn't know, but he was actually really famous. Because I don't care about skateboarding. I grew up with Mexicans. We don't surf or skateboard or any of that. We lowride, right? So if you Google him, Jordan Richter, there's videos of him still today, right? So he sets out with us. We spend the night in the masjid. Now the next morning we're going, and it's an 8-hour drive to the Bay Area. And on the way, we start talking to him, and I'm like, hey, so how'd you become Muslim? And he's like, I'm not Muslim. What? You're not Muslim? Like, you were in the mosque, you prayed, you spent the night in the masjid? Like, you're not Muslim? He goes, no. How did you know about Islam? And he's like, I don't know anything about Islam. This is before 9/11. So. And I was like, how did you get to the mosque? He says, I just saw you guys, and I saw you guys wearing white, and you guys were walking, like, I saw you guys as if you guys were angels. So I just followed you, and then I sat in the talk that was going on, and I had no idea what they're talking about. But I felt at peace. And you told me that you want to get close to God, and I want to get close to God, so I went. I said, what religion are you? He's like, I'm Jewish. Like, oh man, I got a bunch of Palestinian brothers with me in the car, this is not going to go well, And he's like, look, and he had a big Star of David tattoo all the way from his neck to his back. I was like, oh, ya Allah. So I started talking to him. It's an 8-hour drive, so we got a long way, and I'm telling the brothers, don't talk about politics, like talk about religion, this. So alhamdulillah, by the time we got to the Bay Area, he's like, I want to be Muslim. Alhamdulillah, he made the ghusl, he took his shahada. Alhamdulillah, we're very happy. And long day, long drive, went to sleep. In the middle of the night, we're sleeping in the masjid. In the middle of the night, I hear crying. Like, not like, but like crying out loud. I don't want to do it, I'm going to shock people, right? Like yelling, screaming, crying. I woke up, I was like, Ya Allah, why did those guys tell him something, man? Come on. Okay, Palestine, but calm down, man, right? So I was like, what's wrong? And he's crying. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, Muslims are the worst criminals. You guys are the worst. What happened? Somebody steal your shoes? What happened, right? Like, what crime did we do, right? He said, you know what? In the West, anytime we have something beneficial, we take it all over the world. Like, it's true, like, think about that, right? Like you go to Rwanda and you'll see people on cell phones. Like, who developed cell phones, right? You see people driving cars. Well, where did cars come from, right? You see flights, and these things were developed in the West, but then they took it all over the world. Whatever reasoning may be, but they took it. He said, but you guys, you Muslims have the most valuable thing ever. You know the purpose of life, and you don't share it with people? He said, my parents died kuffar. They died on kufr. And they'll be in hell, and it's your fault. That stuck with me. Stuck with me till today. And that's why it's a big responsibility, and it's upon us to first and foremost get to know our religion. Learn, you have shuyukh, mashallah, you have durus, that's a ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Many cities I go, there is no shaykh, there is nobody to teach, there are no durus. So learn the religion. And then convey it. It's a responsibility. Go to your neighbors, Ramadan is coming up, use that opportunity. Go to your classmates, your co-workers. Want good for them. As they are nice to you, the best thing you can do is to lead them towards Islam, to get them to the purpose of their creation, to get them to know why they were created, what is the truth, who is their creator, where are they from, where are they headed. What can be better than that?